Okay, this is basically to teach anybody that's new the fundamentals of playing Yu-Gi-Oh! It's not a hard game to learn how to play. So what we're gonna do is basically start from the beginning. Alright, so basically from the beginning, okay? Very simple game, you know. First person got 5 cards, second person got 5 cards. If you first, you don't get to draw again. If you second, you get to draw. Monster in attack position, yeah. So, it's not a monster. When you set a monster, the monster goes face down. Now, you can't set a monster usually unless they fall below. They have to be set. Tributed, they gotta be 5 or 6 stars. That considers 1 tribute, so I would have to tribute like a 4-star monster to get a 5 or 6 star on the field. For a 7-star or higher, usually it's 2 monsters, depending on what kind of monster, but most of the times. So, you have your draw phase, your standby phase, your main phase, your battle phase, your main phase 2, and your end phase. So we're gonna go to the end phase. As you can see, he's in attack position. He can take the defense monster. Monster has more defense, so it's not destroyed, and he lost the difference in the points in that. Magic cards. Basically gives my monsters what? 200 attack during battle phase only. So if I attack, I get 200 more points. I don't know why it won't let me summon none of these. Make me change that to attack position first. Alright, so I summon him. So basically when I attack, he gets 200 more points, which will make him 2,000. Attack with the 15, get that many points. Then the turn. As you can see, he set a monster in defense. So, as you can see, this is 6-star, so I got to tribute 1 monster to tribute summon him. As you can see, he has an effect. I can send 1 face-up continuous spell card I control to the graveyard, target 1 monster my opponent controls, and destroy it. Send that. Destroy his monster. Activate the effect of a card. Call it 100. I get to special summon a monster from the graveyard. Activate quick chain effect. Get to summon a spell card. And basically it's all about reading and just paying attention to what you're doing. Adding different cards into your deck, strengthening your deck. Now, he has no monster on the field. Attack his points directly. Should be game. And that's it. And that's the simple way to play Yu-Gi-Oh! So, that's the first generation. Now I'm going to show you the second generation. Alright. Second generation deals with fusion cards, how to fuse and special summon monsters from your extra deck. So you can see that's a set. And my turn. Let's see what he's gonna do. Alright, so he normal summon. He attacks. He lost the difference in attack versus defense. So now I'm gonna use polymerization to do a fusion summon. So I have to fuse one hero, the other hero. And fusion can come from the hand or the field. You have some magic cards that let them come from the graveyard as well. Just gotta read up on your cards. Alright, so now I'm gonna attack. Fusion currently lets me do is get the fusion polymerization spell card from the graveyard and a monster that I use to help fuse it. Alright, my turn. And the more you play along with it, the easier to get to understand. It's very simple to learn. It's not difficult at all. Kind of like if you started playing spades or something. It's all about reading. Reading is fundamental. As you can see, he attributed 2 cards to special summon that monster. So I have a spell card, a field spell card. It's called Skyscraper. So I'm gonna fuse another monster. With the field card, any monster that I attack that's higher than my normal attack raises my attack by 1,000 points. So since the monster I just fusion summoned is only 2,100, basically he's gonna become 3,100 once I attack. And for his effect, when this card destroys a monster by battle, sends to the graveyard, inflict damage to the opponent equal to the attack of the destroyed monster. So when I destroy his monster, he also loses 3,000 attack. Gotta love effects on this game. And that's game. And that's the second generation of Duelist. Now I'm gonna show y'all the third generation of Duelist. Alright, this is about synchros. So with synchros, basically you still got the extra deck with fusion monsters, synchros, all that. Now with synchros, you have tuner monsters. Now you see how it says warrior / tuner / effect? Now you have tuner monsters. Tuner monsters, basically what you're doing is, so let's say you got a 8-star synchro monster. So you would need like a 3-star tuner and maybe a 5-star synchro monster will equal 8 when they fuse together. See what I'm saying? It's very easy. You don't need no spells. You just gotta have a tuner on the field, and you basically put both of them together, throw them in the graveyard, comes out. But it's better to show you than to just say it. So okay, set, and I set a trap in my turn. As you can see, that card effect is basically he just chucked 3 monsters, and he basically gets card attack times 300 for each level, so he's 3,300. But I'm gonna activate the effect of a card when he attacks me, and what his attack is, it goes back and hits him directly. So he's gonna take the damage, not me. As you can see, it's a very strategic, defensive and offensive game. Alright, so to special summon this monster, basically all I gotta do is discard 1 card from my hand. When you special summon a monster, you can basically, you still got a normal summon that you can do as well. So that's my normal summon right there. As you can see, he has an effect. Lets me get a level 2 or lower monster out of the graveyard. Bring him back. He's a tuner as well. I can go in my extra deck. See what monsters I can summon. I got a 5-star I can summon. I got a 7-star I can summon. I'm gonna summon a 7-star. Oh no, I guess they want me to summon a 5-star first. Alright, so now I got a 5-star tuner monster. And now I still got a tuner, which is 2 stars, so 5 plus 2 equals 7. So now I'm gonna summon the 7-star. That effect came from the graveyard. I get to draw a card because he was used for a synchro summon. So I'm gonna use Monster Reborn. Monster Reborn lets me reborn any monster in the graveyard. I'll reborn him. Alright. Once during each of your turns, you activate a spell card. This card gains 1000 attack. During the next attack, it's turn to roll in this card. So, because I activated Monster Reborn, he gets extra 1000 attack when he attacks. As you can see, that's the 3rd generation of dueling. So now I'm gonna take you to the 4th generation of dueling. Very simple once you play around with it for a minute, learn the different strategies. You can view the different cards. So this one is XYZs. Now XYZs are pretty easy. So basically, XYZs are rank cards. So it'll take like, let's say 2 4-star level monsters, right? You put both of them on top of each other, bam, you got an XYZ card. And remember, XYZs are not levels, they're rank monsters. But as I say, easier to show you than to explain as well. Okay, start off defense. Set. And my turn. Because he has that on the field, he can special summon 1 level 4 lower monster each turn. So he was actually able to special summon and normal summon. He just put 3 stars on top of each other. There's your XYZ monster right there. Now, XYZ monsters usually to activate their effects, they gotta detach one of the monsters from underneath of themselves to activate it. Which he just did. So now he's 3000 strong. See, he has Gravity Bind. Gravity Bind stops any level 4 or higher monster and they can't attack. Again, you're gonna see why they're called rank monsters. Rank monsters can go through that because they're not level, they're rank. When this card's normal summon, I can target 1 level 3 monster in my graveyard, special summon it. Alright, now I got what I need for XYZ. 2 3s on top of each other, XYZ. Once per turn, you can detach 1 material from this card, special summon 1 level 4 Earth Warrior, Beast Warrior monster from your deck in defense position, but destroy it during the end phase. So I will activate his effect. Check it to the graveyard. So I'll summon him. Now he has an effect. His effect is offer one warrior type monster on your side of the field as a tribute to destroy one face-up monster on the field whose defense is equal to or lower than the attack of that monster. As you can see, his defense is 0. So I'm gonna tribute myself. Oh, monster destroyed. So now, trap card says target one XYZ monster in your graveyard, special summon it. If you do, attach this card to it as XYZ material. So, special summon my XYZ material back. The trap card will go underneath of it. I can activate his effect again. Because he just came back to the field, so I can activate it. Now, if he was still on the field, I'll reactivate it once, but since he came back to the field, it's reactivating it. Alright, so now I got 2 4-star monsters on the field. So now I can XYZ another monster card. You can special summon this card from your hand by tributing one warrior monster. If you do, gains attack equal to the tributed monster's original attack. I don't know why they made me do that, but whatever. Monster reason. Ah, because it's a 5-star monster, it's not level 4 or lower. So since it's a 5-star monster, I can still attack. Simple XYZs, man. Not hard at all. So now I'm gonna show you the 4th generation of dueling. Okay, this is pendulum summoning. So how this basically works is each card has a pendulum scale on it. And it has it's like a little light bluish. You'll see it when I pull out the cards. As you can see, it's a little light bluish, a little different. And as you can see, he has a 4 scale. So basically 4 and higher is what I can special summon with the pendulum monsters, depending on the next pendulum card I put down on the side of the field. Let me show you what I mean. So you have 2 pendulum zones, as you can see where the diamonds are at. That's where the pendulum zones are. They can still be used as spell and trap zones if you want them to be, but I would suggest you leave them alone if you have a pendulum deck. Now, as you can see, he has a 8 what's it called? So as you can see, you can now summon monsters that are between levels 4 and 8. So basically 5 and 7. 5, 6, and 7. That's what you can special summon. Remember, they have their own effects as well. So I can summon 5 and 7. Activate pendulum summon. 5, 7. Pendulum summon is a special summon as well. It's not a normal summon, it's a special summon. Yeah, I know it's crazy, but hey, I mean, pendulum got their weakness too, but they're good as well. They also have abilities. As you can see, during your main phase, this card was pendulum summoned this turn. You can send one perform monster from your hand to the graveyard, draw a card. So I'm activate his effect. Put one in the graveyard, draw a card. Okay. I can still normal summon. I haven't normal summoned yet. But I'm a set because he got an effect. Draw a card. Also, each pendulum monster has a pendulum ability they can do. As you can see, you must control no monster to activate this card. I control monster, so can't really activate it. This one, you can reduce the battle damage you take from an attack involving a pendulum monster you control to 0 during your end phase. You can destroy this card if you do add one pendulum monster 1500 or less attack. So, it's really good. You got to make sure reading is fundamental in this game. Okay? If this card destroys an opponent monster by battle sending the graveyard, inflict damage to the opponent equal to half the original attack of that monster, which makes that a great monster. This is first turn, so I can't attack, so I'm just in my phase. Activate the effects of Odd Eyes Pendulum. Okay. So, since I destroyed it, I can add one to my hand. So the outer scale was 8, so I'm gonna bring a 1 to my hand. As you can see, he's going hard in the paint. And this is his normal summon. Oh, that's crazy. Man, get that attack 3 times. God. He trying to take me out. Alright. That's what that was. It was 8. How did it go down to 4? Oh, so I need another pendulum scale for it to be 8. Okay. Right. And when pendulum monsters get destroyed, they go into the extra deck. And if you pendulum summon, you can pendulum summon 1 from the extra deck. And it would always go right there in that space. It's called no one special summon all opponent monsters. Your opponent currently controls these 600 attack and defense. If you special summon a monster while you control this card, all monsters your opponent currently controls these 600 attack and defense. So, if I special summon a monster while that monster's on the field, it is an extra 600. And when that card is no one special summon, I can special summon a card from the graveyard. As you can see, he lost 600 more points because of that. Once per turn, don't either play a turn main phase. You can target one face-up monster on the field, switch his current attack and defense until the end of this turn. Then activate his effect. Switch that. Now I'm gonna switch the battle phase and I'm gonna attack. And because of their effects, pendulum monster you control battles, your opponent can activate spells, card effects to the end of damage step unless you have magician card or Odd Eyes battle zone. This one. You must control no monster activate pendulum summon, your opponent can activate trap cards. Okay. If this card battles an opponent monster, any battle damage this card inflicts to your opponent is double. So that's why he lost 5,000. Because of his effect. And that's game. Easy. It's all about reading. Reading is fundamental. And this is the last and most updated generation of the game. It's called Link Monsters. They're not hard to summon. Their effects are very deadly though, trust and believe. So basically a Link summon, basically how many arrows it has, That's basically how many cards you got to chuck from the field, send to the graveyard to get the link summon out. If it's a link 1, you chuck 1 from the field, it come out. Now, you can summon more than 1 link monsters. Also, you gotta pay attention to where the link monster arrows point. That's how you get your abilities up, where they point at, if they have an ability to give. Activate his effect once per turn. Choose a number. Send to the graveyard. I sent 3. Set Call of the Haunted. Guess it won't let me special summon. I'm at my turn. No, 3,000. Wasn't even called for. Now you have cards that are banned. This is one of the cards that are banned. As you can see, you got 3 of these. You can just basically draw 6 cards. It's ridiculous. So, got an effect you can activate from the graveyard. If this card is in your graveyard, you can send the top card of your deck to the graveyard. If you do, special summon this card. It's also a tuna monster. So, if I have a tuna monster, I can basically get a 7-star out there. Let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, nah, 6-star. And this one has one in the graveyard. If this card is sent to the graveyard, you can special summon this card. Okay. So it was sent there, so I can special summon it. So, that's 5-star, 6, and 7. That's my normal summon right there. When this card is normal summon, you can special summon 1 level to a lower normal monster from your hand or deck in defense position. So yeah, I'm gonna activate that effect. So now I have 5 monsters on the field. So basically, I can link some out to a 5 link monster. And as you can see, the most they have is 1 and 2 links. They got 3 links too. And you see how where the arrow points at? The arrows help out as well. So let's see what they want me to get. I guess they want me to get a 1-star link monster first. Once per turn, you can special summon 1 level 4 lower normal monster from your hand to the zone the card points to. Okay. So that's the normal monster. Normal monsters are just the yellow monsters. Effect monsters are orange. So they want me to summon this one. So I gotta get rid of the link monster, another monster. That's 1, 2, 3. The 3 cards I use to special summon it. It's a 3 link monster. Got 3 arrows where he's pointing at. Now his effects are probably gonna be amazing. Now, let me show you something. It says 2+ an effect monster. So basically, that plus means 1 more effect monster. It says gain 500 attack for each monster it points to. It's pointing to the monster over there, so it gains 500. When your opponent activates a card or effect that targets a card you control quick effect, you contribute 1 monster this card points to, negate the activation. So, if I got 2 monsters that this card is pointing to, I can negate the activation. So, he's a pretty strong monster. Not bad, right? Alright, so let's see. You control no monster, you can special summon this card. Once per turn, you can discard 2 cards and target that many spells, traps on the field, destroy them. Nope, don't want to do that. Alright, so it wants me to special summon another link monster, I'm guessing. No, a tuna monster. So Alright, so Tuna Monster, that's a 5, that's a 6. So now I got 6-star Tuna Monster. Now he can't find the attack again. Alright, now see the way he made me use that, he made me use it because now I have a Link Monster. And remember, the only way you can summon another Link Monster is in a zone that is pointing to. So it's pointing to this zone. So now I have 2 other zones that this Link Monster is pointing to. If a card you control would be destroyed by battle or card effect, you can destroy one of your monsters this card points to instead. So I guess they want me to special summon this card. Monster Reborn. So let me bring him back. And he even get 500 more attack because now he got another card he's pointing to. So now he's 3,800. I don't know why they won't let me use Color Hunted. Alright, so now they'll let me finally do battle. And I activate Color Haunted, so he's special from the monster from the graveyard. And that's game. And there you have it. All the generations dueling. It's very simple, it's not hard. You know, practice goes a long way. The more you practice, the better you become at it. Any more questions? Come see me anytime.